Yeah, so this video was actually made before this past week's episode, where the episode was basically half flashback. So we only got like half of an episode, which is, I don't want to say made me waver on some of the things I said in this video, but it definitely made it feel like a weird time to drop this video now, but this was made like right before that episode came out. So I just wanted to preface with saying that, and yeah, I'm definitely going to be reading the manga after this is over to compare the two experiences and kind of see what was going on, especially if they can't fit all of MVA in the season or whatever happens. But yeah, this last episode was a little bit of a travesty and kind of scary that it was like half flashback. But this whole video is about holding out hope, so hold out hope, I guess. We'll see what happens. It's definitely a little nerve-wracking, though, I will admit that.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's VidJaGameGuy here, and I usually try and keep it real positive on this channel, but man, I gotta get this off my chest and just rant here. And this rant is from an anime-only perspective, obviously, if you've seen any of my other MHA content. MHA is not ruined. I said it. I know that seems to be like a hot take right now, but all the negativity in the fandom can just be so draining, and while I hate to have to always watch my anime in a bubble, it almost seems like, especially with MHA, that's a call I have to make to improve my enjoyment. I mean, I don't think the community's been god-awful, but just sometimes it can be kind of draining to just feel like no hope. I mean, let's be clear, I understand the complaints. The arcs got rearranged when they shouldn't have been, and it was for a non-canon movie, no less. The joint training arc got stretched out more than it should have been. That's a problem too. There are worries about how well they're going to be able to adapt MVA in the episodes they'll have to do it. These are all the main things I see being complained about, and last week's episode being a filler episode seemed to have caused the pot to boil over for a lot of people. But I just want to, maybe even rant's not the right word, but just talk about it real quick. Just talk about the way I see things and how I feel we should be reacting to it. So let's talk about the biggest elephant in the room first, the rearranging of the arcs. This was a boneheaded move by Studio Bones. No pun intended. And I was looking forward to this arc that everyone says is so great, so I was bummed I have to wait for it too. But it really hasn't felt like the end of the world at all to me. I mean, while the agency arc definitely feels a little slow, it also feels important. And while there's obviously a lot of scenes that would make more sense with context from the past arc, I mean, at least I assume so. Obviously, I don't know. Don't know what's going to be in MVA. I don't think it's the end of the world, as now it's just a little bit more mysterious, and I feel like, at least in my case, and it seems with a lot of other anime-onlys, we're kind of trying to piece together what's actually going on, so it's turned into almost like a mystery thriller of like, oh, what's happening, and stuff like that, which I understand it's not supposed to be, but I mean, it's kind of interesting and nerve-wracking, so it hasn't bothered me that much, and it's just made it a little bit of a different experience, you know? The next thing I want to talk about are spoilers. Now I'm an anime only, and literally have no idea what is being spoiled in this arc, and by seeing the agency arc before the villain arc. And obviously I don't want to know, so please don't be a dick in the comments. I mean, if I don't know, I feel like a bunch of other anime-onlys must be feeling the same way. And if manga readers avoid pointing out that shit is a spoiler, or that, oh, there were spoilers in this episode, we'll have no idea what is a spoiler, and what is it that we're being spoiled on. The only things I can think of that are probably things we've been spoiled on is the existence of the Meta Liberation Army, which, I'll give you that one, kinda sucks it was revealed this way, but it doesn't change the fact that it was still a major bomb drop that changed the entire MHA world, and what looks to be a new design and power-up for Shigaraki would be the other spoiler, which I mean, if you've been anyone on YouTube in the past couple years, you've probably already seen Shigaraki's new look, and that his quirk powers up from these spoiler thumbnails and titles that I don't know if it's just me, but I can never seem to freaking get away from. So, I already kind of knew that was going to come eventually. And I mean, those are a problem in of themselves, but since those are a thing, I guess I was kind of already spoiled, and I would not like to, but I just assume that some other people have also feel that way, though hopefully not the majority. This video is just me saying, from my anime-only perspective, I literally don't know what, if anything, has been lost, and it needs to be left that way until the end of the season, I feel, when we can properly judge the outcome of the switcheroo. Hell, I even plan to read the manga myself and probably make a video on it after this season, just to see what the manga version might have been like. Like, obviously, it's not going to be the same because I'm not reading it in the correct order. I'll have the context, stuff like that. But, you know, maybe it'll make a breakthrough, or it'll make me feel some kind of way, or something like that. And if so, I'll make a video on it, and if not, maybe I won't make a video on it because it just wasn't a big deal to me. Maybe even though I adore this show, I just don't care enough. I don't know. I just want to say, let's try and have some optimism. We need to stop treating this like a Promised Neverland Season 2 or Tokyo Ghoul situation. These are not anime original storytelling all of a sudden, and like the entire story is being changed. The entire show and story is not ruined by this one hiccup. At least, I don't think so. And I love this show too much to want it or just fall into all the doom and gloom. So have there been problems with this season, such as the arc switch and the joint training arc feeling bloated? Yes. Do you have the right to be worried about your favorite arc, MVA, not getting the treatment it deserves? Yes. But saying this season has ruined the whole show when it's not even over yet just feels overblown, and almost that the arcs getting switched around has soured people to all the good parts of Season 5 so far, the stuff that has been enjoyable. And I just want to be a little bit more optimistic that they can do MVA justice, whatever that means, and want to say that if you're really angry, try to think about the anime-onlys that are enjoying the show for what it is. We all love this franchise, so let's try and lift each other up and lift the story up, instead of drowning in the misery of all these things we can't change. There's just too much misery just in regular everyday life to bring it into these things that bring people like me so much joy. I mean, I know this video is a little out of the ordinary, but I had to get this off my chest for my own mental health at this point. And I hope it helps or resonates with somebody. So yeah, I really don't know what else to say. So I guess I'll just see you guys in another video. Tell me what you guys thought of all this down in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in another video.